Hi, everybody. Well, a cruise line just broke a record. Now, it's not the record for the longest sailing. It's not a record for the biggest ship. It's not a record for profits. It's a record for how much they're charging for one single cabin. As we all know, world cruises are very popular with people, especially people who are retired, business owners who can get away from their companies and do work from the ships if they need to hold a conference on Zoom, whatever they need to do. And one of the most popular world cruises is on Region 7 Seas every year, and they have just announced one in 2027 on the Region 7 Seas Splendor. It looks like a beautiful ship. It is going to be a 140-night voyage. Well, they have a suite on board. It's called the Regent Suite. Now, for people like you and I, if we were trying to get onto one of these ships, remember there's no bad cabin on these types of ships. They're an all-suite sort of class. So a veranda suite will cost two passengers roughly about $180,000, which is a lot of money, a ton of money, more money than I have for sure. But that's, the normal cabin on board. However, the record-breaking cabin is called the Regent Suite. Now, this one, if you're wondering, well, I'll tell you the price at the end, but what does it curtail? Well, first of all, you're going to have a butler on board that will cater to your every whim. It sits on deck 14, so an upper deck category. It has 270-degree wraparound veranda on it, so plenty of angles to see the ocean and the ports you're in. It's over 4,000 square feet. 4,000 square feet for, like, if you're like me, you stay in a mini suite and it's around 310 square feet. So just picture how big this suite is. Well, it's big enough that it has its own private spa in the cabin with its own steam room, its own jacuzzi, its own sauna. It has its own massage area in the suite. You don't have to go down. It has a Steinway grand piano by Dakota Jackson in the suite. It has a handcrafted Halston's mattress valued at over $200,000 just for the mattress. That's more than the balcony cabin for the whole cruise. And if you're an art lover, they just happen to have original works of art by Picasso hanging in your stateroom cabin. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty high-end cruise ship cabin. It sounds like a high-end luxury New York apartment. I mean, wow, just wow. But it doesn't end there. You know how most people, when you get off, you hop on a bus for a tour, or you head on a boat, or maybe the odd time you group up with a bunch of your friends and you'll hire a private car to drive you around in this. Well, this cabin comes with a personal car and driver at every single port of call during this cruise. You don't have to worry about making arrangements. They will work with you and go wherever you want to go. Now, doesn't this sound great? 140 days on the ocean visiting the world, private driver, spa in your cabin, through 260-degree views all around, a Steinway piano, you can just, whatever you want, it's there. It's like at your fingertips. Now, all you need to do is, you might need to save up a little bit. You might need to put a little bit of money aside each week, and then you'll be able to go on this cruise. As long as, what you're putting aside each week totals $1.7 million by the time this cruise sets sail. $1.7 million. Now, I'm not saying it's not worth it. If I had hundreds of millions of dollars and this was a dream trip of mine, this is absolutely the one I would jump on. Absolutely, if I have money to burn. So I'm not going to hold it against anyone who can afford this. All the power to you. Man, I wish I could. And in fact, you know what? If you're going on this cruise and you're in that suite and you want somebody to show you around the ports of the world, I've been to most of them, I would be happy to tag along. As long as you're covering the costs. But man, imagine being able to do that. Imagine being able to book this cruise in that suite. It would be more than the trip of a lifetime. It would be one of the highlights of anybody's life in the world if you're a cruiser. Can you just imagine?